Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, I am Jumai Manson. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nicomsat. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. The Nigerian Defense Academy has warned residents of Afaka, Kuya and Mondo in Kaduna State to steer clear of its open range during an upcoming shooting exercise. The academic's public relations officer, Major Mohammed Maidawa, announced in a statement issued to the News Agency of Nigeria in Kaduna. Maidawa said the exercise had been scheduled to take place from February 26 to March 1st. He said the exercise was part of the advanced application of fire package for the Army cadets of the 72 regular course. The European Commission received requests from Nigeria and 23 other non-members of the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development countries seeking inclusion in the list of nations eligible to import non-hazardous waste from the European Union. Non-hazardous waste, which accounts for 95.6% of solid waste produced in Europe, includes municipal waste such as packaging, clothing, bottles and plastics, as well as demolition materials like concrete, bricks, stones and food waste. In a statement issued, the request was made in with the new waste shipments regulation introduced as part of the EU's Green Deal and Circular Economy Action Plan. The people of Jichere, comprising of Kinshasa and Videkia local government area, have reaffirmed their commitment to Governor Hyacinth Alia in all circumstances to enable him succeed in his mandate of providing quality leadership in the state. They gave their stance across party lines at the solidarity meeting of Jichere's sons and daughters held in Z Agbarigba, Kinshasa local government area. Correspondent Felicity Indere was there for Global TV in our reports.
The solidarity meeting across party lines in Jijira, as conveyed by chairman of the Elders Forum, is to express their total support for their son, Governor Hyacinth Alia, to continue to deliver his democratic dividends to the people of the state. Various speakers, including traditional rulers, the political class, youth and women groups in their remarks were united in appreciating the transformative style of administration, saying the governor needs the support of everyone to have a stable mind to deliver on his mandate.
For the past 24 years, the governor we have never experienced this type of government. But when Badalia came into government, we have a lot of benefits.
Alia is a clergy, and he's doing the right thing. Just as others are saying, when he came into governance, things were not proper, like the payment of salaries and whatever. So we the clergy started praying for him, and by the grace of God, he's doing very fine.
They gave their assurance of confronting any form of distraction capable of destabilizing the peace of the state.
As a woman from Jechila, as a woman, or the woman of Jechila, we are saying that we don't have any problem with him. We are ready to support him and stand by him to succeed.
What is the essence of other Jechila songs contesting? Of course, there's no point. There's no basis for any contest again. The essence is to come and deliver the dividends of governance, which is doing perfectly well.
Chairman of the APC Elders Forum, Senator Barnabas Gamadi, reassured the people of the governor's good works, saying they will stand by him at all times.
We will stand with the governor in all the trials and troubles that detractors are going to present to detract him from office. We will be with him in fighting those things.
The meeting was in attendance by Jejura sons and daughters, irrespective of political affiliations. From Tse Agbaragba Constitutional Local Government Area of Benue State, Felicity Ndere, Global TV News.
Felicity for that report. The speakership crisis rocking the Lagos State House of Assembly might be resolved soon, as the intervention of heavy weights in the All Progressive Congress may be leading to a headway. The impeached Speaker Madashiru Obasa and the current Speaker Mojishola Miranda might be stepping aside for another lawmaker to lead the House. The development follows the intervention of the APC bigwigs, notably former governors of Osun, Ogun and Lagos states, namely Chief Bisi Akande, Segun Osoba and Akumi Ambode, respectively, among others. Justice Rahman Oshodi of the Lagos State Special Offences Court in Ikeja yesterday fixed February 26 for ruling on the whether to hand off the ongoing trial of the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele. Justice Oshodi adjourned for ruling after Emefiele's counsel, Olalekan Ojo-San, accused them of bias and asking him to rescue himself. The former CBN boss was arraigned before the Court of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, alongside one Henry Omole on allegations of accepting gratification gifts through agents, corruption, and fraudulent property receipts. The postponement of the National Commission for the Coordination and Control of Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons, NATCOM, Bill Baba Mohammed, has commended President Bola Tinubu's administration for its strides in curbing crime and criminality across the country. Mohammed, who was also the Madaki of Ankpa, made the remarks in a statement issued in Abuja. He urged Nigerians to be wary of fraudsters, stressing that the suspension he personally imposed on NATCOM operations would remain in effect until the bill received President assent. Kebbi State Governor Nasir Idris has commended the federal government's effort in constructing and completing the Human Rights Commission offices in some parts of the federation. He said this on Monday at the commissioning of the Kebbi State Office of NHRC in Birnin Kebbi. Idris said the event reflected the federal government's commitment under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu to improve cooperation and coordination and in the planning and implementation of human rights across the country. You are watching the live broadcast of Midday News. When Midday News returns, customs withdraw 4% import charges. We have those details from the foreign scene as well as more stories from business and sports segments for you right after this break. Please stay with us.
Know that global television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world with our app on Google and Play Store. All you need to do is download Global TV Nigeria on your phone and watch all programs on global television. What are you waiting for? Start downloading and stay connected to global television.
You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Midday News on Global Television. Thank you for staying with us. Time to turn to business. The federal government, through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, has directed all electricity distribution companies to publish the refunds they have made to customers who purchase meters under the Meter Asset Provider Scheme. The NERC announced this on its social media handles. The Commission held the first Nigerian electricity supply industry stakeholders meeting in 2025. Over now to the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, announced that Nigeria and Belgium are set to strengthen economic cooperation to bolster food security. The Director of Information and Public Relations at the Ministry of Finance, Mohamed Manga, disclosed this in a statement he signed and released in Abuja. According to the Ministry's Director of Information, the Minister and the Belgian Ambassador, Peter Lengrent, held a meeting to explore ways to facilitate cooperation in agriculture and food security. Meanwhile, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, Depot Chairman Forum, is threatening to shut down all retail outlets and suspend the lifting of products nationwide if their demands are not met. Godwin Sunday was there for Global TV.
Held in Abuja, the Depot Chairman Forum of IPMAN expressed their frustration with the Nigerian Mainstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, over unpaid debts totaling 100 billion naira. The forum's chairman, Yahya Hassan, stated that the debt dating back to 2024 had had negative impact on their businesses.
We are extremely frustrated that 1 year after our last demand as a forum, requesting the payment of over 100 billion owed our members in bridging and NTA claims, by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Agency, Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA. The management of NMDPRA have deliberately ignored our request, even after making clear promises to pay us.
The Ipman Depot's Chairman Forum is calling on President Bola Tinubu to intervene in the matter. I am Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global TV News.
Thank you, Godwin, for that report. The organized private sector demanded a fresh review of the tax bills, particularly the proposed increase in value-added tax, which it said would discourage investment in the economy. The Association of Capital Market Academics of Nigeria and the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture were concerned by the planned hike in VAT from the current 7.5% to 10% in NCS has withdrawn the initial announcement of 4% free on board FOB import charges, while urging stockholders to recapture their declarations to proceed with the clearance of their goods. According to NCS, the measure is necessary to ensure clarity, remain consistency in customs operations, and prevent any disruptions in clearance processes. A press statement issued by the National Public Relations Officer on behalf of the Comptroller General of Customs, Assistant Comptroller of Customs Abdullahi Maid Wada, advised all affected interests to recapture their entries without delays through the designated customs processing platforms. The federal government has revealed that 15 billion naira out of 18 billion naira meant for the first phase of compensation to owners of demolished properties along Section 1 of the Lagos-Calabar Highway have been dispersed. It disclosed this in Lagos at a stakeholders meeting on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. He stated that for Section 147.7 kilometers, the quantum of compensation already put together is in excess of 18 billion naira, and so far the contractors have managed to disburse over 15 billion naira. Some pension union executives has met with the executive secretary of the Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate, Tolulope Odunaye, calling for stronger collaboration to boost the welfare of retirees. In a statement from Pension Traditional Arrangement Directorate, it was stated that the representatives of pension union include those from the Association of Retired Police Officers of Nigeria, National Association of Retired Paramilitary Officers, and Nigerian Union of Pensioners, all sectorial units, parastatals, who came to pay a courtesy call on the Executive Secretary at the Directorate's headquarters in Abuja. On the foreign news now, French President Emmanuel Macron says a truce between Ukraine and Russia could be agreed in the coming week, following talks with Donald Trump in the White House. Macron said any peace deal must not be a surrender of Ukraine and must be backed by security guaranteed. Pope Francis is in a critical condition with pneumonia since he was hospitalized on February 14th. Had a good night, was resting, the Vatican says. The night passed well, the Pope slept and is resting, and it said in a belief statement as Francis, 88, entered his 11th day at the Gramale Hospital in Rome, making this the longest hospitalization of his papacy. 10 days after his hospitalization at the Gramale Hospital in Rome, the condition of Pope Francis remains critical. Over now to the United States Agency for International Development placed no fewer than 1,600 employees worldwide on administrative leave. The administrative leave was announced in a statement entitled Notification of Administrative Leave on the agency's website. It says concurrently, U.S. aid is beginning to implement a reduction in force that will affect approximately 1,600 U.S. aid personnel with duty stations in the United States. Violence raging in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo has killed more than 70,000 compatriots, many of them civilians, since last month. The Congolese Premier, the Rwanda-backed M23 armed group, has seized large swaths of the mineral-rich eastern DRC, including the main cities of Goma and Bukavu, in the face of limited resistance from Congolese forces. Prime Minister Judith Samawa Toluka said the United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva that the security situation in eastern DR Congo has reached alarming levels. In sports now, Remo Stars coach Daniel Ogumodede has charged his team to take another step towards winning their first Nigerian Premier Football League title as they travel to face Nasarawa United in 2024-25 match day. 26 game on Wednesday, currently top of the table with 51 points and holding a 10-point gap ahead of the closest challengers. 3SC, the Iken side, are seeking to strengthen their grip in the title race with another away win. Thanks to 3SC's 2-2 draw at home to Lobby last Wednesday, Ogumadede's side were able to open up a 10-point gap by responding with a 2-0 win over Kwara United, and they could take an unassailable lead with another win. German media outfit Bild has countered reports of Newcastle United interest in Victor Boniface, noting that there is no contract between the Premier League side and Bundesliga champions Brian Leverkusen. The report also stated that there is no pressure from Ebi Alonso's side to sell the Nigerian forward. Newcastle was said to have the chance to sign the Nigerian forward this summer, with Brian Star being offered to the mixed piece. Moses Simon has been named in the Woolscar.com League One Team of the Week for his outstanding performance in matchday 23 of the French top flight on Sunday. After an injury scare during training, the Nigerian international successfully passed a late fitness test before facing the lens at the Stade de la Bergère. He then played a crucial role as Nantes earned a vital 3-1 win over Lens to straighten their quest to beat the League One drop. And that's it on Midday News. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365, on Star Times channel 276, and free to air on Nicomsat. Now kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @Global TV NG. You can download the Global TV Nigerian app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.